everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing very well today. So today's video I'm excited to do because I'm going to be sharing with you all the products that I have from I'm going to be sharing with you the brands that I only have one product from. I hope that makes sense. So for instance, I have like Artist Couture, and the only products that I have from this brand is this eyeshadow palette. And talking about maybe why I only have the one product from that brand, or in the future if I can see myself purchasing more from that particular brand, etc. So I have quite a few things to talk about here, so let's go ahead and get started. So the very first product is actually a primer, and I am actually kind of shocked that I don't have any more First Aid Beauty, but this is the only product that I have from First Aid Beauty, and it's the Pores Be Gone Matte Primer. I actually used to have like the Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer, but I did finish that one this year. I actually really missed that one, so that may be something that I repurchase in the future, depending if I can find like a really good kind of small size. But this is the only primer and the only products that I have from First Aid Beauty. I feel like First Aid Beauty is not as popular as it used to be. Of course, I know that they have some pretty, staple products, for instance, like their Ultra Repair Cream that a lot of people still enjoy to this day. But I feel like overall, a lot of people aren't really talking about them very much, and they're not a brand that is, that is as hyped as it used to be. So like I said, I like this primer, and like I've tried other things from First Aid Beauty, but currently this is just the only product that I do own from them. Then sticking with primers, the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas is the only product that I own from Tatcha. You guys know how much I love this product and enjoy this product. It is a very trusty, primer within my collection, but Tatcha is very pricey. So I don't know if I see myself purchasing anything else from Tatcha. Their skincare also hasn't been something that has really intrigued me either. And again, their price tag is something that really does, of course, hinder me from wanting to purchase more. But I have been so pleased with this primer that maybe in the future, if they release something that, catches my eye, maybe I'll try it. But for now, this is just the only product from them that I own. Then for foundation, I do have two. So I have the brand Oma by Sharon C. This is the Flawless in Real Life Skin Perfecting Foundation. I have the shade Fair Lady T2, and this is the only product that I own from Oma by Sharon C. This is the brand that you can purchase at Walmart. It's just an extension of Oma Beauty, but this is just a little bit more of an affordable option. And while I think this is a pretty good performing foundation, and I think that, and I'm sure that other products from the line are, pretty good, I just don't know if I will purchase anything else. This foundation was still like $14 or $15, which is still kind of expensive for me, if I'm being honest. And so, especially for something that's supposed to be more affordable. And so that is also something where I feel like it's the most expensive brand at Walmart, if I'm being honest. So I like this. I'm impressed with it, but I don't know if it's enough for me to want to purchase more, so we'll see. But so far, this is the only product that I have from Oma by Sharon C. Then for a more like a BB cream product, this is from the brand Purito, and this is the Cica Clearing BB Cream. So Purito is a Korean skincare brand, and I did purchase this from Yes Style. I love Yes Style. I love Korean skincare, and there are some Korean makeup products that I've really, really enjoyed. I haven't used this very much. I think I've only used it once. I haven't had it within my collection very long, but this is something that I still need to test out, and Purito is a pretty good brand. I know that they had something with like their sunscreen kind of release that was pretty bad. Like they were kind of lying about how much was actually, how much SPF was actually in there. So anyways, Purito isn't always loved here within the beauty community because of that, especially within like the skincare community. But, I wanted to try this out. So many people enjoy this product, and, like I said, I haven't had it very long. I think I've only worn it once. So I need to test it out, see how I feel about it. But I think, again, because Korean makeup and skincare is so affordable. I could definitely see myself purchasing more from Purito makeup wise. I know skincare wise, they have some really great products. Then I have one concealer to talk about. Actually, I have one more foundation. This is for the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue Foundation, and I have the shade 2-in-1 Desert Beige. This is my only product from Estee Lauder. Estee Lauder isn't really a brand that I am interested in very much. The only reason I was interested in picking this one up was because I have heard nothing but great things about this one. And of course, I think it was for like half off on Ulta during the 21 Days of Beauty, so I decided to try it out, and it is really pretty. Definitely, I think I would also be interested in maybe picking up like the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, because that is still to this day, pretty well loved within the beauty community. But Estee Lauder in general isn't really a brand that I gravitate towards, and I think it's just because it's kind of, for me, like when I think Estee Lauder, I think kind of like old school makeup, if you know what I mean. So that's probably why as well. But I do have one concealer, and this is the only products that I own from Kokie. And this is the Be Bright Illuminating Concealer. I actually need to finish this. Like, I purchased this in 2019, so I need to finish this up. This is a really nice, very, very lightweight, light coverage concealer. It definitely does illuminate and kind of brighten your eyes a little bit underneath your eye area. This is good. I actually don't have like access to Kokie like in person, so I can only purchase Kokie online. So I definitely could see myself purchasing more from Kokie, but I feel like, again, they haven't really come out with any new products. I've heard great things about their lip products, specifically like their lip pencils, lip liners. So maybe I'll pick up one of those in the future, but for now, this is the only thing. I did own the translucent loose setting powder from Kokie, and I loved that. And I basically flew through it pretty quickly. So that is why I just have this product from them. Then I have one cream bronzer, and that is the I'm Mimi. I think it's just their multi-stick in the shade bronzer. So it's just like a cream bronzer stick. And this is the only product that I have from the brand I'm Mimi. I'm Mimi is, again, a Korean makeup brand, and I did pick this up from YesStyle. So this is so far so good. It's definitely not my favorite cream bronzer by any means, but I think it's a pretty good formula. And of course, again, it was so affordable because it's Korean makeup. So again, YesStyle has so much product on their website. There's so much makeup, there's so much skincare, so I'm bound to find something else from the I'm Mimi brand that might pique my interest. So the beauty with YesStyle is there's so much to try that I can definitely see myself, purchasing something else from I'm Mimi if it, piques my interest. Then I have one powder, and this is from the brand The Crumb Shop. And I want to say The Crumb Shop is only found at CVS. You could, correct me definitely if you are aware of another place that this can be found. I know for sure at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, but I mean like regularly like purchase things from The Crumb Shop. I want to say CVS, but this is their Brightening Banana. It's just loose powder, and it says that this is made in Korea, but I picked this up because it said that it smelled like bananas, and I was very underwhelmed by how like this smelled. Like, I think it kind of smells like banana, but not much. So I actually need to use this more because it definitely gets neglected from my collection, because I feel like I was very excited about it because of the banana scent, and I was kind of let down about the scent, so now I don't use it very much. But again, The Crumb Shop is just kind of like a brand that I'm not really interested in, if I'm being honest. And for some reason, because they're found at TJ Maxx, I ultimately kind of, think that they're a cheaper brand. But maybe if there's something that piques my interest, I'll grab another product from their line. But so far, it's just this powder. Oh, I have a primer. I completely forgot about this. This is the Touch in Sol No Problem Primer. So the brand is Touch in Sol, and I really like this primer. I really, really enjoy this one. I want to say I don't know if I got this in a BoxyCharm or if I got this from Ulta. I'm honestly not sure. I've had it for a while. So, but this is a really, really great, well-performing primer. Touch in Sol is, I want to say they're still sold at Ulta, and I have seen their products at TJ Maxx and Marshalls also, but they're not really a brand that I'm, that's really accessible in my opinion. And I'm so impressed with this primer that they actually had, I was close to purchasing the like redness correcting pore smoothing primer, and I've seen that many times at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, but I just continue to, decide I don't want it because I have so many primers and because I have this one. So we'll see if I ever bite the bullet on purchasing that one from TJ, but the Touch and Soul brand is, I want to say, a Korean, makeup brand. So maybe I'll purchase more from them, but so far I just have this one. So now we have cream blushes. I have quite a few cream blushes where I only have, one from the brand. So firstly, I have Wander Beauty, and I don't own anything from Wander Beauty. Again, I feel like Wander Beauty was pretty popular whenever BoxyCharm like first started their sending out their subscription boxes, but now I feel like you can always find them at Ross, which is where I picked this up. And this is the Wander Beauty On The Glow Blush and Illuminator. So it's a cream blush and then on the other side is a cream highlighter. So let me show you the cream blush. So here's what the cream blush looks like. And this is a really, really nice formula. I'm impressed with this. I think it performs well. I have the shade Coral Rose in the blush, and then the other side is Nude Glow, which is the shade in the highlighter. And again, I think they both perform very well, but this is the only thing that I own from Wander Beauty. I don't really see myself picking anything else up from them unless, it's again something that piques my interest, but right now, nothing in their line really intrigues me. So, this is the only product that I have from them. Another brand is Winky Lux, and Winky Lux, I do own this beautiful cheeky rose blush in the shade Crown. So this is a cream blush that is shaped like a rose. It's really beautiful, really, really beautiful packaging, and something that I love so much about this product is that no matter how much I use this, it keeps its shape. Like, I'm so impressed with how they manufactured this product because they seriously nailed it, because it does not break. And again, I haven't had it very long, and obviously I don't use it every day, so I don't know with continued use how, it will hold up in the pan, but so far it has held up so well, and it has kept that beautiful rose shape. So I'm really, really impressed with this. Winky Lux is a brand that's found at Target. Now, they're pretty pricey. This was $20. I was able to snag it up for like $13. So they're not really a brand that intrigues me because of their price, because obviously at Target there's much more affordable brands that are there that I'm more interested in. So that is why, but I'm very, very impressed with this one item that I have from them. And then I have Merit Beauty. Merit is a brand that's fairly new to Sephora, and it's one of those clean brands. It's pretty pricey as well, and I just have their cheek color in the shade Cheeky. So the only reason I own this is actually because it was in a set, in a Sephora set. And of course, I can't pass up a cream blush, so I'm happy to have this in my collection. I think it performs well. I just don't think that it's worth the price, because I know that Merit Beauty is more expensive. I think that there are so many cream blushes that perform even better or just as good as this one. So I think with Merit, maybe in the future I'll pick something up. I've heard great things about like their lip oils, so maybe one of those, but for now I'm okay with just that one product. And then the final cream blush or liquid blush is this Cloud Paint from Glossier. And it's their Cloud Paint Seamless Cheek Color, and I have the shade Beam. So I actually asked for this for my birthday this year. I put it on my birthday list. I have always wanted to try these. I know that supposedly the Flower Beauty blush bombs are a little bit comparable to these, but I've never tried this. I've had this in my collection since my birthday and I've never tried it. I feel awful about that, but I think because the color Beam is perfect for like spring and summer, that whenever I got this, it was almost fall, that I wasn't really into shades like this at that moment. So I need to test this out and see if it's worth the price, because again, I know that the Flower Beauty blush bombs are often compared to those cloud paints. I have pretty bad allergies right now, so I'm sorry. The weather's been like crazy here in Texas, in San Antonio at least, so I'm like kind of having a hard time focusing, but then I have the brand Peripera, which again is another Korean makeup brand. And this is the Pure Blushed Sunshine Cheek, and I have the shade Hazel Orange. So here's what this one looks like. And I love this blush. I love this blush formula. I think Hazel Orange is a beautiful, beautiful shade. I think it's very, very unique. And again, because it's from Yes Style and Peripera, I'm sure has tons of makeup products within their line. I'm pretty sure that I would, continue to maybe purchase from this brand. And because I like this blush so much, maybe I'd purchase a different shade from this brand. So I wouldn't be surprised if I picked up anything else from them, because again, they're so affordable and there's so much that they offer. Then I have quite a few eyeshadow palettes here. So firstly, I have the brand Sigma. Now, obviously, I have some Sigma brushes, but I don't count those because I'm just talking about makeup today. But this is the Sigma Enchanted eyeshadow palette, and this does come with a dual-ended brush. But here is the palette. Really, really, really pretty. It's beautiful, super stunning. I need to use this more. But this, while I love the color story, I think Sigma does really, really well with their color stories. I don't love the Sigma eyeshadow formula. I think that it's very, very thin, that sometimes the mattes can give me a little bit of trouble. I love the shimmer shades. I feel like they're very, very beautiful and impactful and shimmery and glittery. Like, it's beautiful, but it's the mattes that kind of draw me away from this palette. I think maybe if I were to purchase something else from Sigma, I think it's the Ambiance palette. That one is really pretty. And the Corta Rosa palette has also been like a palette that I've been considering. And Sigma has really, really great sales all the time. So again, I think if I were to pick up something, it would be one of those palettes and it would be on sale. But so far, this is the only product that I have. And I feel like because I just don't reach for this that much, and because the Sigma formula isn't my favorite, that's probably why I haven't purchased anything else. But this is the only thing I have from Sigma. Then I have the brand Give Me Glow Cosmetics. I own the Pastel Dreams from them. I am so impressed with this palette. I would definitely purchase more from Give Me Glow because of how much I love this palette. This palette is my Pastel Dreams made to life. Like, it's literally like all of my dreams have come true with pastels with this palette. Like, this palette performs so well. It is so beautiful. I love the shades that they decided to include in this palette. I love that each matte has a corresponding shimmer with it, so it can really make some beautiful like monotone looks. I actually have 6 looks up on my channel with this palette. So if you are wanting to know how I've used this palette, if you're wanting to get some inspiration for this palette, please check out that video. I will have it linked down below. But yes, I would definitely purchase more from Give Me Glow because I am so impressed with this palette. So love that one. And then we have the Artist Couture Supreme Nudes palette. So Artist Couture is the brand, and I don't know. This palette is so well loved here on YouTube. It is a beautiful, beautiful palette, but I just never reach for this, and I don't think it's the best quality. And I feel like I got a little bit like punked on this palette because I had seen swatches and it swatched beautifully. And I thought for sure that this must be a very, very high performing palette. And whenever I got it, I was like, this is not even that good. Like, it is good, don't get me wrong. And I love this color story, but for some reason, I just don't think it's as good as like other eyeshadow palettes from Sephora, if that makes sense. So maybe in the future I'll purchase more from Artist Couture. Maybe I'll try like their lipsticks or their lip products, but for now that's the only thing, and I am totally okay with just that. Then I have Sydney Grace, and this is the Enduring Love palette, and I have the shade Light. So they do have 2 shades available for this palette, a light and a deep version. This is the light version, and I do have the older packaging. So the newer packaged eyeshadow palette is in cardboard packaging. I like this packaging better. I just think that it looks more like luxe, I guess, because these are not cheap palettes. Like, I think this palette is like $54 or something. So I would hate for a $54 palette to be in cardboard, but that's just me. But Sydney Grace's eyeshadow formula is really, really amazing. It's really great For some reason, I don't love this palette as much as I used to. It actually was kind of on my chopping block for a little bit, and I think it was there because this palette is pretty dark in my opinion, and for some reason, I just don't gravitate towards it. I feel like it's not very cohesive for me to come up with different looks. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I just don't use this one that much, which is such a shame because the formula is so nice. But yeah, this is the only thing from Cindy Grace that I have. I would love their Coffee Talk palette. It's like the more like cool toned neutral one. That one I may pick up in the future, but for now, that's the only thing that I have. And then I have the brand Sugarpill, and this is the Fun Size palette, and here's what this one looks like. This is a beautiful, beautiful palette. This does not compare to the Give Me Glow Cosmetics Pastel Dreams palette at all. I picked this one up first. I was really, really craving pastels last year in 2020 during the summer especially, and so that is why I picked this one up. I got it from Ulta in store, and I like it. I want to keep this around because I just think it is a beautiful, just so adorable, so cute little 9-pan palette. That's why I keep it around, and of course, I really, really love the packaging, so that's all I have from Sugarpill. And I've thought about the Fun Size 2 palette, but I'm just not in love with the color story as much as this one. And then I have Lauren Mae Beauty, and this is the Eternal Eclipse palette. I feel so bad. I wanted this palette for so long. I lusted after it for so long, and I have only used this palette one time. I am so embarrassed that I've only used it once. I guess I just wasn't in love with the look as much as I had hoped, that I feel like maybe it left a bad taste in my mouth, that maybe I didn't want to reach for it again, but I seriously need to pull this one out because it is a beautiful fall and winter palette, especially for winter. So I really, really, really need to pull this one out, but so far I'm not as in love with the Lauren Mae Beauty formula as much as I thought I would be, but again, I've only used it that one time, so I need to test it out more. And then I have from Glam. This is the Ice Cream Dream palette. The packaging is just so adorable, and I was lucky enough to get this for like 30% off, I think. I know that it was probably on sale for even more during Black Friday. I love, love, love the color story of this one. I just love pastels. I love color, and that's why I decided to pick this one up. I actually have not used this one yet, so don't get mad at me. I need to use it, I know. But yeah, I've just swatched this many times and drooled over it, but I haven't used it yet. But this is the only product that I have from Glam. And then lastly, I have not lastly in the video, but lastly as far as the only eyeshadow palette from this brand. This is from Alter Ego, and this is the Goddess palette. So I used to have the Aurora palette, which was like a dupe for the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. And this one is supposed to be a dupe for the Natasha Denona Gold palette. And this is so beautiful. I'm really glad that I have this in my collection, and I need to use it more. I just love the color story a lot. I wish I had the Natasha Denona one, if I'm being honest, but this is still good enough for me, and I need to use it. I really, really enjoy it. So far, Alter Ego hasn't released anything else that has intrigued me, but because they're so affordable and the eyeshadow formula is pretty good, depending on what they continue to, release, I may pick something else up from them. And then I have two of these eyeshadow duos. So this one is from the brand Shayna B, and this is the eyeshadow duo in the shade Soka and Bacchanal. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but it's just like a little eyeshadow duo. I got this in an Ipsy bag, and I just liked the colors. Normally I don't keep these around. I'll just like give them to a friend or something, but I liked the colors in this one. This is only because I got it in an Ipsy, so I do not see myself picking anything else up from that brand. Same goes for this one. This is Ellamon Beauty, and this is an eyeshadow duo in Up in Smoke and Sierra. This is like literally fall and like an eyeshadow duo. It is so beautiful. I love this mustard color. I need to use this pronto. I need to use it now. Like, it is so pretty, and I often forget about it because it's a duo and I store it in a different place, but again, got it in Ipsy. I'm not tempted to buy any other thing from that brand because it's just purely like an Ipsy thing. And then same thing goes for these two lip products. So this is from the brand Maelle, and it's the Clearly Brilliant Tinted Lips in the shade Berry. This I have only because of Ipsy. I love this product. I love this lip balm. It is so beautiful. Mainly, I love the shade Berry so much because I think it's just pretty unique and it's just really, really girly and feminine on the lips. I love it. And Maelle, I'm so impressed with that. I might like purchase other things from them, but so far I'm just happy with that. And again, I got it in Ipsy, so I'm not like, I didn't even know of that brand before Ipsy, so, and I was just fine, you know, so maybe I wouldn't purchase anything else from them. And then same with this brand. This is the brand Tanais, and it's their Hawaiian Hibiscus. Oh, I guess it's in the shade Hawaiian Hibiscus. And this is like a lip oil. I love the shade. Like I've used this during the summer quite a bit, especially on days where I was just throwing on like my CeraVe like hydrating tinted sunscreen. I would throw this on the lips and call it a day. I love that this gives just a beautiful wash of lips, color to your lips rather. But again, I wouldn't be, you know, tempted to purchase anything else from this brand. And then finally, the last product, and again, I could have easily overlooked some products within my collection, but this is from the brand The Balm, and this is the Schwing Black Liquid Eyeliner, and this performs pretty well. I need to use it more. I'm just not a person that wears black liquid liner pretty often, or just any eyeliner for that matter. But I am super interested in purchasing more from The Balm. I'm so mad because I missed their 50% off site-wide sale. But that's okay. They tend to do that pretty often, so I'll just be on the lookout for that. But anyways, this video is going to be very, very long, so I want to end it here. Those are all of the brands that I just have one product from, and, you know, kind of going over if I would, you know, repurchase anything from them. But if you did enjoy it, please give this video a thumbs up. Also, I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of my YouTube channel family here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment below which brands you only own one product from and if you would purchase more from them. Thank you for watching, and I'll go ahead and see you in my next video. Bye!